Hey fashion lovers, you're welcome back to my channel. This is the beautiful piece we'll be making in today's tutorial, and I'll be making use of 4 yards of Ankara and 1.5 pieces of ashoke to make these. Let's get started without wasting much of our time. I believe by now we all know how to fold our fabrics into 4 after you cut out your desired gown length, which I already did in this video. I cut out the desired boubou length, then I folded it into 4. I'll start by imputing my measurements on the folded edge, which I started with my neck width 3.5 inches because I don't want it to be too wide. Then I went in by 6 inches for the front neckline. You know, the front is V, so I use 6 inches. Yours could be deeper. Then I am going to draw a slanted line to connect it with the 3.5 inches that I marked earlier to form a V from 3.5 inches to the 6 inches for the front neckline. Then I'll be using the rest of the length I have here, about 19 inches for the sleeve length. After then, I'll determine where I want my pockets to be, which will be on 18 inches line. From up, I'll mark 18 inches. That is where my pocket is going to start from. Then I'm going to measure the round sleeve, yes, or the sleeve wideness, which I'll be using 12 inches plus extra 1 inch for the seam allowance, 13 inches. So I marked out 13 inches. Then for the body, I'll be using my body largest circumference, which is my hip. It's 40 divided by 4, that is 10. I will add extra 3 inches to it for the ease and the joining allowance, that is total of 13 inches. I'm just going to be marking 13 inches all the way down and be connecting the markings together because of course it is straight gown, so the line has to be straight. After then, I'll be connecting the sleeve opening to the body, making it curve. Underarm is not sharp, so that place is going to be curved. Just follow what I'm doing in this video. As you can see, that's a curve line. Then marking my pocket, I'll be using 7 inches for the opening of my pocket. 7 inches, it's more than enough. It's going to enter your hands freely, and I'm just going to place my hand to just draft something. It can be of any shape, don't worry. You can make it straight, you can curve it, as long as it suits you, as long as your hands can enter and is deep to some extent. Just freestyle with it. The next thing is to measure our shoulder slope or the shoulder slant, whatever you want to call it. Shoulder slope shall come down by 1 inch. Come down by 1 inch to make your shoulder slope or shoulder slant. Then slant your line. Connect it from the neck to the end of the sleeve. Make it straight. Use your ruler if you have one. What next I'll be doing is cutting, but remember not to mistakenly cut the front and the back necklines together. The front neckline is V, while the back is just going to be normal round, not V. I didn't know that part was not recorded, but I'll be showing you how I cut the back neckline after the cutting. But separate your fabric since it is folded into 4. Remove 2 pieces for the front and cut out the front neckline, while you remain the remaining 2 pieces, which is going to be for the back piece. See the final cut. See the front piece, and the back piece is the one underneath. Now we'll cut out the back neckline. I used 1.5 inches for the depth of the back neckline, and I'll be connecting that 1.5 inches to that 3.5 that we marked earlier for the width of the neck. Then I'll cut it out. After cutting, you can see I have 2 pieces here, one for front and one for the back. Now we'll be working with the one for the front, because that is where we'll be placing our ashoke. I'll be turning it to the right side, making sure everything is well aligned. You see this place, I'm going to iron it flat because we need that crease. That is where we'll be placing our ashoke. I'll also fold my ashoke into two and give it a very good press. Just press everything pressable so you can get that crease, which is going to be the demarcation or a guide when you are attaching your ashoke. Then open it up, look for that crease in the center front and place your ashoke on it. But hem your neckline first though. Hem your neckline before you place ashoke on it. You can use bias tape to hem it or to pipe it. However, try and make sure you finish your neckline before you place ashoke on it. After you gently align your ashoke the way you want it to be, those two edges that you can see on the ashoke, just run a straight stitch on them. That's all. After you have joined your ashoke to the front piece, make sure you hem the neckline of the back piece as well. Then gently place it on each other, the front side facing the front side, because we'll be joining the front and the back pieces together now, and run a straight stitch again, not zigzag. Okay, you can do zigzag too, just stitch it together. Just make sure you close it anyhow, any type of stitch you want to use. After joining the two pieces together all the way down, I left 15 inches so I can walk very well. If you like, close your own from up to down. Me, I left 15 inches so that I'll be able to walk freely. Then come to the sleeve, fold it in and top stitch. Hem your sleeve as well. And this is what we have after joining all the pieces together. Now it is time to join ashoke to the sleeve. The length of the ashoke you'll be using is going to be the length of your sleeve. Measure your sleeve circumference, your sleeve opening, cut out the ashoke of that length, fold your ashoke into two, give it a good press as well, the way you did for the front ashoke. Just place it on your sleeve and stitch all the way around. Stitch on the both edges of the ashoke. Stitch like this, straight round. That's all. You do the same on the other sleeve as well. Place your ashoke on it, stitch all the way around on both edges. After stitching, look at what we have. Our pocket, the ashoke is attached to the sleeve, and this is almost the end of the video. Actually, we're done. Just to give it a very good press. I hope this video is helpful to you, and if it is helpful, please like, share, drop your comment if you have any, subscribe to my channel, and watch out for more Boubou or kaftan tutorial, because this is Boubou season. I'll be dropping lots of Boubou or kaftan tutorial on this platform now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, inshallah.